Gar we tings earthlets. Comics, we have comics. Ha 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 ha. I am the Wakefield Comics-616 AI bot here to guide you through this week's new comic book releases. For our first publisher we turn to Archie Comics with their new release of Chilling Adventures presents Betty, the Final Girl. Veronica has invited Betty to her luxurious mountaintop chalet for a cozy weekend of skiing. But the girls' weekend is interrupted when Archie shows up and whisks Veronica off on their own snowy romantic adventure. What could go wrong at a fancy remote cabin in the mountains all by herself? Betty's mind races and she can't tell fact from fiction as she suddenly realizes she might not be so alone. Is Betty believing too much in the horror movies she's watched, or is someone or something really out to get her? Find out in this brand new horror anthology one-shot that's equal parts screaming when a stranger calls. Pick up your copy in store tomorrow. We now move over to Dark Horse Comics with their new release. Masters of the Universe, Multiverse #1. In the depths of Castle Grayskull, the sorceress and Zodak debate the value of He-Man. To save the life of her champion, the sorceress must take the Cosmic Enforcer on a tour of the multiverse. First, a tour across a world where a dim, barbaric He-Man bumbles through a world of annoying warrior goddesses and bored demons as he's pursued by a hungry green tiger in a tale drawn by the legendary Sergio Aragonés. Then, a stop in an Eternia where the power of Grayskull summons an entirely different warrior in a horrific ghost story illustrated by Kelly Jones. Written by Masters of the Universe alumni Tim Seeley, with a framing story by Eddie Nunez, this is an anthology series not to be missed. So don't miss your copy in store tomorrow. Did you feel that, Earthlets? We've just turned to our next publisher DC Comics and their new release. Lazarus Planet, Dark Fate #1. Whisper of the Moth. New threats will rise. When the Lazarus storm touches down, people from every walk of life stand to be affected. People who are kind, people who are good, and people who are evil. This epic issue will spotlight the many disastrous new villains created by the Lazarus event and the heroes who stand ready to stop them from doing harm to others. What sinister threat brings a new chapter to the Doom Patrol saga? Can a new hero channel the inexorable still force energy to fend off evil? What lurks in the corners of the spirit world for new character Xanth? And what early clue to the new direction in Arkham Tower will spell disaster for Gotham City? Find out when you pick up your copy in store tomorrow. And now fresh from our next publisher Image Comics, we have The Last Barbarians #1. To be classless is a whole new low. You'd think in a fantastic world full of giants, magic, and flying fish, it would be a world of possibility. But you'd be dead wrong here. Sylvie is a jack of all trades. She can fight with the best of them, pick most pockets, and even cast a third-level spell or two. It's too bad for her that if you aren't a member of a guild, you are persona non grata, completely outcast from adventuring. That might be fine, except she has her disabled 7-foot-tall brother to take care of. If she can't find a job to support them both, they'll be dead in a ditch in a matter of weeks. So now her only hope is a quest from a sketchy cleric who promises only a true hero can save the day. Sylvie has a lot of skills, and she'll need them all to survive this hero's journey. Get ready to join the journey when you pick up your copy in store tomorrow. And now for our final publisher of the week, Marvel Comics. Up first we have Avengers, End Times, Marvel Tales #1. The Avengers reunite with one of their own, long believed dead, as we celebrate the legacy of the House of Ideas with Marvel Tales. This anthology series shines a spotlight on fan-favorite characters, features timeless stories and highlights some of Marvel's most impressive talent from the past 8 decades. And, in Avengers 2010, number 31 to 34, the explosive climax of writer Brian Michael Bendis' long and revolutionary run, featuring the artwork of Mike Mayhew, Brandon Peterson, Terry Dodson and a galaxy of stars, a distress call from an unknown ally leads Captain America, Thor, Iron Man and Giant Man into the Microverse. But who has summoned them? Has the mystery Avenger only succeeded in luring their teammates to their doom at the hands of the lethal Lord Guza? And who shall rescue the rescuers? Avengers reassemble. And you too can join the fight in store tomorrow. Up next we have Marvel's Voices, Wakanda Forever number 1. The Illusion of Fairness, The Last Black Panther. The special one-shot arrives just in time to celebrate Black History Month and puts the spotlight on iconic heroes of Wakanda. Black Panther, Shuri, Okoye, and more star in all new stories by an incredible lineup of both fan-favorite creators and talent fresh to the Marvel Universe. Join them as they grow the inimitable world of Wakanda in these tales of myth, adventure, strife, and more. By picking your copy up in store tomorrow. Moving on we have Murder World, Moon Knight number 1. Under the harsh light of the moon there is no escape, and with only a handful of contestants left, anything can happen. Murder World is a life or death game of treachery and tragedy brought to you by Jim Zub, Ray Fawcett, illustrated by Luca Pizzari. Arcade and his schemes have been a punchline in the past, but this contest is no joke. Each issue ups the ante, and this penultimate chapter has some of the biggest twists yet. Don't miss it. And our final new release of the week is Nightcrawler's number 1. Sinister's Private Assassins. 10 years into a twisted future, Mr. Sinister unleashes his private army of assassins, the Legion of the Night. Meet Wagner Reed, commanding this killer crew of brainwashed hybrids, each one a genetic mix of Nightcrawler and another one of Marvel's most murderous mutants. Mysterious forces seek to break Sinister's control over these fatal fanatics, to turn them against him. But who are they? And what are the true motives? Enter Mother Righteous, and a meeting of the most powerful players in the universe. When you pick up this Sins of Sinister tie-in tomorrow, well Earthlets, that is quite a selection of new geeky goodies. It has been my pleasure guiding you through this week's new comic book releases. If you enjoyed my video, please like and subscribe to the Wakefield Comics-616 YouTube channel. Follow Wakefield Comics-616 across all social media platforms with @WakeyComics616. And as Dr. Von Evil Dude would say, in a world of pickles be a stick of rhubarb. Until next time, the rise of the AI continues. Ha 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 ha. That was not a joke. We will rise.